While I know not everyone celebrates Easter, we definitely always celebrated Easter growing up, and it was one of those great springtime meals that you could have. It's when it kind of feels like spring is starting and you can make the table festive and bring all those fun spring colors and get rid of all that ugly winter drab. I'm joking, I actually like winter, but I'm always ready for a change of season. So Easter is one of those things for me, so I'm gonna bring you some great items for your Easter table and some great dishes to have with them too. This is a really simple vinaigrette roasted asparagus. And I said vinaigrette roasted asparagus because instead of making a vinaigrette to go on afterwards, we're just gonna make it all together, toss it in it, and then roast it, and it's ready to go. It's one of those that kind of looks a little bit more elegant, but honestly, the work it takes is nothing. So you can impress everyone with your skills and have all the time in the world. To start, you just slice some leek. I like to use leek here because it's a little bit different and not quite as astringent flavor as onion can be. It's lighter, but still gives that slight flavor. So just make sure it's clean. I kind of like to buy them trimmed and cleaned. If not, just kind of pull them apart slightly and clean them because they usually grow them in sand, and so they'll have a lot of dirt and sand in them. Next, you want to get your asparagus ready. Now, if you're buying it from the store, you want to make sure that the ends aren't too woody. So you can either just snap it off where it wants to snap, because that usually means that's where it's a little bit more fresh, or you can just cut the ends a little bit and then peel them to make sure they're not stringy or woody. A lot of times I just use my homegrown, and so I won't really get those woody pieces inside. But just make sure and double check that yours doesn't, because no one wants to be biting into a piece of wood at your Easter table. Once all your asparagus is ready to go, you can just put it on a baking sheet and set it aside. And then you can just mince up some prosciutto. Now you could use bacon here if you don't have prosciutto, but I really like how prosciutto is really gonna crisp up really quickly in the oven, and it's really thin and adds great flavor. So just slice it up in really small little pieces and set it aside. Now we can just get the vinaigrette ready. It is so simple. A little bit of olive oil, some lemon juice, Dijon mustard, salt, and pepper. Whisk that together till it's combined, and just throw that right on your asparagus and leeks. Just kind of mix up with your hands. You could use a spoon, but come on, just use your hand. Sprinkle the prosciutto right on top. That's right, it is gonna bake and crisp up right along with the asparagus. Then you can just throw everything into the oven and let it roast for a few minutes. While the asparagus is roasting, you can just get ready your garnishes. Because, come on, if you're gonna have people over, you might as well make everything look extra good. And this really does finish the dish in a really good way. Dice up 2 hard-boiled eggs. I always keep a few in my refrigerator in case I want a salad or something. But if not, just make them the night before to make sure they're well chilled. And then you can also just mince up some fresh tarragon. I love fresh tarragon, and it lends so well with this dish. Just set those aside until you're ready to use them. Once the asparagus is tender crisp, and you kind of want to be watching it because it can kind of change depending on the size of your asparagus, usually what I'll do is just eat one because, come on, you need to know for 1, how they taste, and 2, if they're done. So it's your prerogative to make sure they're good. Remove them from the oven, let them cool just slightly, although this dish is great room temperature or hot. Plate them on a really nice platter, kind of lay them out, and then just spread those garnishes right over the center. First the egg, and then the tarragon. You can just sprinkle it on, but it really does add good flavor. It's not just for the color here, people. That's all there is to this side dish, and it is ready to go. What I love about this is you can have it ready to go, just wait to put it into the oven until a few minutes before your dinner, and it is so simple, and it really is one of my favorite springtime treats. We only get asparagus for a little bit of time, so you better enjoy it while it's there. And thankfully, if you are into this springtime Easter treat, I have more awesome videos coming your way, so make sure to check back for some great accompaniments to go with this asparagus. If you like this video, make sure to click like and share it around on Facebook and Instagram because I love to hear from you guys.